Hey everyone, I'm Lyndsey Ashley with Keller Williams Realty Select, and I'm a realtor here in the beautiful Sunshine State of Florida. And I have a very important topic to discuss with you today: how to survive a seller's market. Stick with me until the end of the video and to make sure you learn how to beat out the competition in a strong seller's market. As we all know, buying a home can sometimes be challenging. This is especially true when the supplies of home is low and the demand for them is high. And when you have this situation, you have yourself a seller's market. With many buyers going head to head with other buyers to score the home of their dreams, it's no wonder that some are left feeling frustrated with the entire experience. But it doesn't have to be that way. In fact, today we will be discussing how you can survive a seller's market as a home buyer. Before we begin, consider subscribing to the channel and clicking that notification bell. And if you are serious about purchasing or selling a home here in Florida, you'll want to stay up to date with all my future videos with helpful information about the amazing housing market here in the Sunshine State of Florida. So thank you for subscribing. Tip number 1. Make yourself available. With the speed at which homes are selling these days in this seller's market, you need to be on top of your game. This means answering phone calls, emails, and texts, especially if they are from your realtor. According to the Fannie Mae Home Buying Index, 61% of renters think it's a good time to buy. In fact, this percentage has hit a 5-year high. What does that mean for you? Lots of competition, and you have to act quickly. Homeowners are also feeling the pressure to sell, as low housing supply is creating financial opportunities for them to make more on the home sale. So make sure to make yourself available so we can keep in touch and work together to help you find the home of your dreams, and act quickly to buy once you do find it. Tip number 2, avoid making offers that are too low. The increased competition to buy your home means that multiple offers might be on the table for your dream home. And as a result, if you make an offer that's too low, your offer might not be even considered at all. Moreover, you could run the risk of offending the homeowner, and they may not even entertain any more offers from you, even if they are higher. And we have to approach the offer process differently. Instead of making an offer lower, below asking price, and negotiating with the seller, you may want to consider the asking price or somewhere near it as your starting point. And keep in mind that some homes do get sold above asking price, so you'll have to consider what kind of budget you have available in this scenario too. Tip number 3, consider multiple neighborhoods. I know sometimes it's hard. You fall in love with a specific area of town, but the prices can feel out of reach, and this is especially true in a seller's market. However, here in Florida, there are so many beautiful areas in the state to consider. If you widen your search just a little bit to include nearby areas, I bet you'll find a home that you love. Here's the thing: there are a lot of good deals and overlooked properties in up-and-coming neighborhoods that you could consider. Sure, you might have to drive a few more minutes to work or school, but it could be a small price to pay for a home that you and your family will love for years and years. As an ancillary bonus, you might find that there is less competition in these up-and-coming neighborhoods, which might mean you have a little extra time to make the offer and to get the purchase. Tip number 4, work with a buyer's agent. To get the best home buying experience, I highly recommend you work with an agent. Sure, it might sound biased, but working with a professional can really help you a lot. I mean, as you navigate this tricky home buying process, especially if you're unfamiliar or if this is your first home purchase, a buyer's agent is an agent that helps you navigate the real estate market. In addition to this, they can help you shorten the home buying process and hopefully save you a few bucks along the way. Real estate professionals like these have a wealth of knowledge you can draw from, and as they will be able to help you find properties that work for you and your family, help you negotiate the offer, and they can even recommend other trusted professionals to guide you through the entire parts of the home buying process. It's no secret, lots of parties get involved when you buy a home. You've got inspectors, movers, lenders, and other real estate professionals to deal with sometimes, so having someone in your corner is very important. Tip number 5, pay attention to mortgage rates. Have you seen mortgage rates lately? They are the lowest they have been in a long time. And according to Freddie Mac, mortgage rates are hovering just below 3%. I mean, this could be one of the biggest factors influencing decisions for buyers entering the market. There's the possibility for them to lock in historically low rates. I mean, now what does that mean for you? To put it simply, having a lower mortgage rate means you are paying less in interest over the life of your mortgage loan. Sounds great, right? I mean, who doesn't want to save money? Look at these numbers. For the week ending September 3rd, 2020, 30-year fixed rates averaged 2.93%. If you looked at the same statistic over 1 year ago, it would have been 3.49%. That might not sound like a big difference, but when you stretch it out over a 30-year loan, the savings really start to add up for home buyers. Tip number 6, don't overlook new construction. Let's face it, the housing market is intense right now. There are fewer homes for sale and buyers are hungry for properties. And during times like these, some buyers step away from existing homes looking into new construction. So let's talk about new construction and what it means for the home buying experience. Even though home builders had many projects come to a halt at the beginning of the pandemic, things changed over the summer. Now demand is sky high for new construction, and according to Realtor magazine, builder confidence now matches the highest on record from 1998, as home builders feel more upbeat about new home construction's strong rebound. While there may be an additional cost when it comes to new construction, the benefits are numerous. One of the big ticket items is maintenance cost of your property. While new homes aren't necessarily free from repair needs, the likelihood is slimmer than an existing property. And just think about it, a house with a brand new roof, AC system, floors could mean tons less for you as stress as a new homeowner. Additionally, new construction properties will sometimes include home warranties to help provide that extra assurance and peace of mind to being a home buyer. Tip number 7, figure out financing ahead of time. This is a big one. If you see a property you really like, you want to be able to jump on the opportunity and submit an offer in a seller's market. I mean, having all the financing all figured out beforehand makes this so much simpler. And it's actually pretty simple to get pre-qualified for a mortgage. You just need to do a little digging to find a lender that's best for you and submit an application to get pre-qualified and provide some documents they might need. Once you're good to go, the pre-qualification is usually just good for a period of time so you can feel more confident as you're out there submitting offers to purchase. As a nice added bonus, you can get an idea of what your budget really looks like after a pre-qualification, as lenders can help you determine what you can afford to borrow. Tip number 8, get your paperwork together. Along with the pre-qualified loan from your mortgage lender, you will want to have additional paperwork. For instance, if your lender can give you an approval letter to bring with you, that's even better. That way you've got the proof in hand that you can actually make this purchase. Additionally, you'll want to make sure you gather the necessary documents for your lender ahead of time. While the pre-qualification may include just a quick credit check, the actual process for being approved for a loan includes paperwork involved like bank statements, proof of income, and more and more. So to know exactly what you need, speak with your lender and they will point you in the right direction. Tip number 9, don't be afraid to compromise. With fewer homes available in the market, you'd be doing yourself a disservice by limiting yourself to a handful of housing options. For example, let's say you really want a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home. This is a very popular configuration for homes that many buyers search for, and it means more competition. However, you could consider a 3-bedroom, 1-bath home instead. Or maybe you could look at homes with 2 bedrooms and a 2-bath. Sure, everyone's needs are different, but these other homes may have other qualities that can offset the loss of certain features. Maybe the 2-bedroom house has a larger yard, a garage, or even a pool. Here in Florida, that pool might make a big difference in your comfort level during the hot summer months. Tip number 10, consider searching during off-season. Spring is one of the most competitive seasons for home buying. Couple that with a seller's market and you've got some tough times ahead if you're not prepared. One way to avoid those difficulties is to consider searching during other times of the year. Examples of quieter seasons in real estate include back to school season, as well as holidays. Tip number 11, don't overlook the home inspection. While the feverish demand for homes might incentivize you to work faster through the process, you do not want to cut corners. This is especially true when it comes to home inspections. Some buyers might opt to purchase a home as is in order to provide a more compelling offer or close the sale more quickly. This could end up very badly because homes may have structural or other unseen issues that can be a real headache later. So make sure you still conduct that thorough home inspection. So sure, sellers are required to disclose any and all issues that are known with the property, but there could be something they just don't know. Furthermore, many lenders require this step to be completed anyways because they want to make sure they have sound investments. As a bonus, if there are defects or required repairs that show up on a home inspection, you might be able to get the sellers to cover the cost of the repairs. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. In a seller's market, you may not have as much leverage as you would have in a buyer's markets, for instance. Tip number 12, set up a home appraisal. So you've had the home inspected, everything seems safe, sound, the home is functional. Well, now you want to make sure the house is actually worth what you're about to pay. This is another step likely to be required by your lender. Lenders don't want to pay more money than the house is actually worth, or invest anyways. This is where the appraisal comes in. Now, how would this realistically present itself as an issue? So in a seller's market, sometimes you run into bidding wars where buyers are competing to purchase a property and they drive the price higher and higher. And if the price gets too high, this can cause an issue with lending. If the appraisal is lower than the cost of the home, when it's all said and done, then you can either pay the rest in cash or you can ask the seller to reduce the price of the property based on the appraisal. Tip number 13, working with an inexperienced agent. We already talked about making sure that you find a buyer's agent to work with. However, it is important you do your research. A more seasoned agent might have that extra edge that you could help nab that home you are truly after in this volatile market. We have some tricks. Additionally, there is really no downside when it comes to choosing experienced agents. Most of the time when you work with a buyer's agent, they are not charging you directly. Instead, it's the sellers, often, but not always, who cover this expense on the back end of the process. Plus, the more experience your agent has to offer, the better equipped they are to handle the stress of the whole process, while you can focus on enjoying your search for the perfect home. Talk about a no-brainer, unless you're a really resourceful buyer and you like to help put in some hard work. Tip number 14, learn from your mistakes throughout the process. Let's face it, there are a lot of important things that have been covered in this video. You may not remember to consider each tip that has been discussed, and that's okay. Even if you do not happen to have the winning bid on the first home you see, that does not mean you will not find something great later. Good things can take time, even in the seller's market. So have patience, follow these simple steps, and rely on your agent for support. You need to get the job done. That is why we are here. All right, everyone, those are some of my tips on how to survive a seller's market. Which tips will you be following as you search for your next home? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, do not forget to subscribe and click the notification bell. You will not want to miss my upcoming videos all about the real estate market here in the sunny Sunshine State of Florida. I am Lyndsey Ashley with Keller Williams Realty Select, and if you're looking for a realtor to help you with your next home purchase or sale, head on over to www.lyndseyashley.com. You can schedule a free call with me to talk about your plans to buy or sell, and contact me today so we can work together to get you to the Gulf. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.